गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं, भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः, यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्। अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे उल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्रः। येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः। पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, 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 Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare. He Nath नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम। Let us chant third verse onwards. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sa evayam maya tedya Yogah proktah puratanaha Bhaktosi me sakha cheti Rahasyam ye taduttamam. Arjunuvacha aparam bhavato janma parang janma vivasvatah kathametadvijaniyam Pamadau proktavanidhi Pamadau proktavaniti Proktavaniti Baho nime Vyatitani Janmani tava charjuna Tanyaham veda sarvani Natvam vetha parantapa Ajopi sannavyayatma Bhutanamishvaropi san Prakritim swamadhisthaya Sambhavamyatma mayaya Prakritim swamadhisthaya Sambhavamyatma mayaya. We were seeing the topic of avatar. Avatar is a very significant. It is not the main topic of this chapter. Main topic of this chapter is Jnanena karma sannyasa, by knowledge renunciation of action. So this is a by the way topic has come. Gita chapters are named after the main topic, but in many chapters of Gita there is other topics also covered. Like Sankhya Yoga is mentioned, second chapter. It has karma also, and it has topic of Sthit Prajna also. Similarly, sixth chapter, which is around meditation, Atma Sanyam Yoga. But in that chapter, other than meditation also there are topics which is discussed. Yog Bhrasht topic is discussed. Then the topic of how to control the mind is also discussed. So one who has given the nomenclature of each chapter, name of each chapter, that is based on the main subject. But Bhagwan has the habit of going here and there also. To, please note, not out of something, but to reinforce the main subject. Ab here the topic of avatar had come. First topic was Gita Mahatmya, Parampara. To tell how important is this knowledge. Second topic of avatar came to tell that I am telling it, it is authentic. Don't doubt about this knowledge. It is not any great man's knowledge. It is free from pramad, bhay, vipralipsa and karana pato. This topic of avatar is very interesting actually. What is interesting? Yesterday I had talked about that we need lot of alamban, lot of props we need. Jeeva is very, very weak. He needs prem alamban, he needs gyan alamban, he needs naam alamban, he needs roop alamban, he needs guru alamban, he needs the Shaastra alamban, and all these alamban, if you don't take alamban, you will fall. So there is no greatness and wisdom in not taking alamban when you are not capable. When you are sick, there is no greatness in not taking medicine. It will make you more and more sick with time, and one day the process will be damaged, the organ will be damaged. It's better to take a medicine as prescribed by the proper doctor, capable doctor, and treat yourself. We need alamban of a doctor when body is sick. So seekers don't take alamban. I'm surprised. Interesting point, I'll tell you. They are themselves weak, but they don't take alamban of naam jap. They don't take alamban of roop dhyan. They don't take alamban of guru. They don't take alamban of understood support. They don't take alamban of Shaastra. They don't take alamban of seva. You do, and then what is? There is no progress. Fallen person. You leave alamban after you have grown up. When you are practicing Brahmakar Vritti, you don't need any avatar at that. When you are thoroughly having a dispassion, you need not need any avatar. You don't need naam, roop, naam alamban, roop alamban, prem alamban, guru alamban. You have crossed that stage. But before you reached, you left your car. So you will not reach, and you will be flying, you will be flat. You may have illusion that you have reached. Very nice point which I like about avatar, I'll tell you. That most of the avatar are coming from the sandarbha of prarathana. Ishwar is the one which can become anybody. The good thing about Hindu Dharma or Vedanta Darshan is that Ishwar is Upadhan Karan and Nimitta Karan also. He is the one who can become anything. Upadhan is material cause. In the Dharma where Ishwar is only efficient cause and Upadhan Karan is something he can't become anything other than what is there. Potter is the efficient cause and the mud is the material cause. So potter cannot take lot of shape because his shape is fixed. But the mud can take lot of shape. If in Christianity or in Islam or even in Nyaya Darshan, Ishwar is only Nimitta Karan and not Upadan Karan. So he cannot take many shapes because his shape is fixed now. Mud can take a shape, or goldsmith cannot take a shape, but the gold can take any shape. The water can take any shape. It can become tide, breaker, small wave, bubbles. So whenever you talk of Upadan Karan, it can take any shape. And therefore our Vedas say, Ajayamano Bauda Vijayate. Although it is Ajayamana, you will hear in Purusha also. Ajayamano Bauda Vijayate, it can take it can take many birds also. So there is something in Ishwar in Vedic Dharma, in Ishwar in Sanatan Dharma, in Hindu Dharma, in Vedas, in Upanishad. Ishwar is the one who is not only the efficient cause, he is the material cause also. So Abhinna Nimitta Upadan Karan. You have heard this point. And without this, avatar will not be clear. This topic of avatar is not that simple as we think. So I thought, let me give some time and clarify it. Even if you don't want, you have to hear now. Well, no, I don't want to. No, you have to hear. You cannot run away now. So, Ajayamano Bauda Vijayade Tasya Dhira Parijananti Yonim. If the Ishwar was not all, then Mundak won't ask. Mundak Shruti says, Kasminnu Bhagavo Vigyate Sarvamidam Vigyantam Bhavati. Knowing one, how can anybody know everything? How by knowing one everything else is known? If by knowing one everything else is known, that means one alone has become many. Therefore, Ishwar is Sarva Bhavanshil. Bhavanshil means the capacity to become many. Please note, without changing its intrinsic nature, Ishwar can appear as many. Without changing its own essential nature. By the power of Maya. So this is the principle of avatar. Devaki and Vasudevji were Prishni and Sutapa. And they did the austerity. Austerity means, yesterday I told, they had called for that Ishwar to become their son. They had maintained a sankalp of this desire for a long time, excluding all other sankalp, with total faith, with Vishwas, with Dravata, with Ananyata, with Tapasya. And therefore Bhagwan appeared in front of them and he said, okay, I will come as Krishna in front of you. बताओ क्या बात है? What a surprise! All pervading God coming in the lap. कमाल हो गया यार, कमाल हो गया. अब छोड़. अब यशोदा जी and Nand Baba, Parikshit asked this question in Bhagavad. When Yashoda ji could tie Bhagwan Krishna, so Parikshit would ask, how come this cowherd lady has so much of capacity? That Bhagwan who doesn't come in the dream of ordinary person. Even yogis can't their name while they are dying also. How is it possible that he can be so like a child? And there Shukdev gives the example, gives the answer. This were Drona and Vasu in the past birth. And they had asked this boon. Please note, this is power of prarathana. So by prarathana you have a capacity to make any shape of God. You can bring, Acha bata, what did Gajendra do? You will see now in March, our Gajendra Moksha Prasang will come. Next topic will be that in Bhagavad. Now, where from that Gajendra had invoked Lord Narayan and he came? Where from Draupadi had Vastra avatar? Only thing that invoked that avatar was the prarathana aspect. So by the bal and alamban of the prarathana, that infinite God can take a particular shape at a particular time for whole cosmos or for a particular devotee, for giving him love, for giving him security, for giving him gyan. Anything he can give and he can do that. And therefore, the prarthana is very, very essential. Because we need Prarthi Ishwar, we need that God. If you don't have prarthana in your life, then at least in your mind avatar won't be there. And outside also avatar can happen. People do chanting of Lord's name for 20 or 30 years for darshan of Bhagwan. I know them. Well, I am working for darshan of Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna. There was one Mahatma in Vrindavan. And there is a place called Seva Kunj, where you must have gone. Seva Kunj, where in the night all the animals, monkey, human being go away. And Bhagwan does ras there. So he was a Mahatma. He was moving one day. And you must have seen lot of bushes are there. With thorns, there are a lot of small. You have gone there. Seva Kunj, not gone. Are, how is it possible? We had gone in the Vara. You had gone? Trees were bent like this. Like this. Nidhivan and Seva Kunj. You have gone, Mannabai. Not gone. How is it possible? Vrindavan not gone. Achha. Then you have to go again. So, this Mahatma was walking there. His hair got entangled with some kind of branch. And he tried to take it out, but it didn't come out. And as he tried, it got more and more entangled. अब महात्मा है, इनकी मस्ती है. महात्मा को तो काम ही है कि भगवान को पकड़ते रहते हैं. They call Mahatma. Mahatma's work is to only call God all day and night. No other work is there. If you have other work, you are a sansari. उनको लगा, and his disciples were, they started, well, no, the one who has entangled it, he alone should come. The one who got this hair locked up with this branch, unless he comes, I won't move from here. अब ये प्रार्थना शुरू हो गई. 3 days, Karpatriji Maharaj used to tell this. This story I heard from Karpatriji Maharaj. 3 days, 3 nights, he just stood, fainted, chanted, and after 3 nights, in the dead of the night, then he heard some jingles from somewhere. अवतार हो गया. बंसी धरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा गिरिधारी गोप बाला वृंदावन विहारा गोविंद माधवा हरे मधुसूदन मुरारी राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे. ना रो रहे थे महाराज. बोले आओ आओ, तुम्ही ने फंसाया, तुम्ही निकालो. You entangled it and now you have to disentangle it. हम नहीं हिलने वाले, हम मर जाएंगे. अब देखो प्रार्थना थी. When you whole day you pray only, then only you are a karma yogi or a bhakti yogi. If you remember, one definition of karma yogi is prayerful attitude of Lord's happiness before and during action. 3 days it took, 3 nights. He was standing, falling, and Hi Bhagwan. अब अब आ गए वो तो, anybody can say that he is God. He said, who are you? बोले, whom you are calling? He said, why I don't believe? He said, why don't you believe? Well, anybody can say that I am Krishna. He was just playing. He said, then what you want? He said, no, somebody, Radha ji should prove that. And Vrindavan is the place of Radha ji first, actually. Then Radha ji came and told, he is my Swami. तब वो जो है आए, and Bhagwan touched his hair, which he wanted actually. And he touched him, and then this devotee fell at the feet. Then Bhagwan was there for a short time and he disappeared. So avatar is very much dependent on, Rama avatar is because of Vyashti and Samashti Prarathana. On one hand, Manu Shatrupa were praying, other hand, all the devatas, all the people in the cow, the earth in the form of cow went and prayed to Brahmaji. Krishna avatar because of, Narsimha avatar also was because of prayer of Prahlad ji. So हमें इतना आश्चर्य होता है कि the power of prayer is such. Forget about God comes inside is one thing. That definitely you must have experienced. That I was very, very sad, or I was very, very distressed at a time, and I just cried and called and I became quiet. I got solutions. I mean, at a young age, I used to do this. Any time I felt helplessness, I used to go in my altar and just intensely cry or intensely call. Within 2, 3, 5 minutes, somebody came and he sorted out as if there was no problem at all. That became a habit later on. ये तो सबका एक्सपीरियंस है कि I chanted Lord's name or I was praying and my problem were solved. वो तो है ही है. There are certain moments you lose your individuality. You are Dravit, you are Vishwasi. तो अवतार होता है. But in front of our eyes also avatar happens. You must have heard at least, if not in your life, and you can also bring avatar. You can also bring avatar. I'll tell you. There was one Shankaracharya, Abhinav Vidyatirth. Who is the guru of present Shankaracharya, Bharati Swamiji. I was reading once. You know, Shivji taught him yoga in the dream. And every day while sleeping, Shivji used to come. And there are 11 lessons, like you have 11 classes. 9 or 11 lessons, each day the corresponding lesson was taught by Shivji. First day, then he said, I already completed this, not the second. I'll go to the third now. It went openly, he used to say that. Mahatma log jhoot nahi bolte hain, because they don't ever get anything. Those who want cheap gains, dilai. जो बहुत पूजा करते हैं, पाठ करते हैं, when you spend lot of time in taking bath and cleaning the clothes, you are very careful, I should not make it dirty. Those who spend lot of time in aradhana and jap, they are very, very careful, I should not upset the God or disturb the quietness by doing something which will disturb the God. अवतार होता है, मन में अवतार होता है, बाहर अवतार होता है. बहुत सी ऐसी कहानी है. Lot of things are there. When 10th canto you hear, I tell many of that stories. I'll tell more when we'll come to 10th canto. So don't think that it is something hypothetical. But if Ishwar cannot, one person went to Mahatma. He said, how can God take many shapes? He said, when you foolish, you can take many shapes. Why can't God take? Well, how can he become fish? Well, if you can become donkey, you can become monkey, you can become man, You can become woman. Why can't he become anything? But difference is there. You become out of compulsion. Yesterday, remember the policeman example? And he becomes out of choice. And he knows his nature also. He knows his nature. Chalo bhai. So don't think that this avatar topic is a very light topic. It is very important topic. People pray and people... Praying means you call God. Praying means you take a sankalp and you don't leave that sankalp. There is a dravata, there is a ananyata, there is a purnata, there is a katarta, there is a dinta. Dravata, ananyata, katarta, dinta. When all emotions are there for a long time, that infinite God can take this shape also. So if a person doesn't have a sankalp, maybe somebody is Pund Madhusudan Saraswati. I have told about him so many times. He has written commentary on Gita. I will not tell the whole story. But he was a great scholar, sitting in Varanasi. So one day on his seat, when he came back after taking bath in the Ganges, he said another saint was sitting on his seat. Old saint, Avadhut kind of, no cloth on the body. So he got surprised. He offered pranam. He said, "Who are you? If somebody comes and sits on your seat, that means somebody must be." So he said, "Madhusudan, tell me one thing. When you are getting defeated, don't you feel your mind gets little disturbed or angry?" He said, "It happens." He said, "When you are in Shaastra, when you are victorious, you are happy?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Still you are at the level of mind. You have not detached from the mind. Go and do Aradhana of Bhagwan Krishna, chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya." And he told him, "Do Purashcharan." I think he did 18 or 19 Purashcharan. Bhagwan did not come. And ultimately when he came, so Madhusudana came from where? He didn't come from some place. Avatar will not come from Vaikuntha. He is here only. Therefore, I have Pragat Kripala. Pragat means he unveiled. Like you cover yourself, you unveil after that. He got upset. He said, "I want to see you. So many days I cried, you didn't come." So he came in front of his eyes. He started looking this side. Bhagwan came this side. He started looking this side. Bhagwan came this side. ये महात्माओं की लीला ही अलग है. भगवान को सामने खड़ा करवा देते हैं. Avatar takes place. And lot of stories are there. I'll come to that topic. Let me come to the words now. Ajopi sannavayatma bhutanam ishvaropi sana. I saw that. Prakritim swamadhisthaya. Well, this is good. We are talking about Bhagavad and Avatar. Very nice. Don't talk about Atma Brahman etc. No, and that Atma is Brahman is not coming. It's going to come now. अरे यार उसका मतलब ना अपना अच्छा तो हो रहा है बढ़िया. राधा कृष्ण इतना अच्छा है. बंसीधर आप सिंग मोर भजन. टॉपिक दूसरा है ना. प्रकृतिम स्वामधिष्ठाय. ही कंट्रोल्स द होल नेचर. भगवान कृष्ण के बारे में बताते हैं. He lifted Govardhan. Earth was controlled. He danced on Kaliya and he controlled whole water. He drank fire, he controlled fire. Vyomasur he killed. He controlled that also. Earth. He has control on all the Panchamahabhoot. Okay. Acha. And controlling means? Controlling means? Well, controlling means controlling. Controlling means not that you control. Not that I control you. Not I am controlling you. Like my hand is under my control. Prakriti and Ishwar, they are not two things as in Sankhya. Sankhya says there are two things. You have been hearing Brahma Sutra. I'm controlling my eyes. That means my I am and my eyes are not two. I can express through my eyes. I can do like this. I don't have to put any effort to do something. I have to do like this. I have to do like this. There is not controller-control relationship. It is adhisthana-adhyasth relationship. Okay. You alone are expressing as Prakriti. You alone are expressing as your hand and leg. You are not. If I have to control your hand, I'll say, please move. Don't put your hand here. Put it here. But I don't have to say this to me. It is me alone. Where my sankalp and me, there is no operating time between sankalp. There is no karma between sankalp and karta. Sankalp fructification and karta, there is no karma. That is called controlling. Chalo bhai. Supposing I have to go to the market and purchase. This is my sankalp. I am the one, object is something. Now I have to do something to go to the market. Then I can get it and I got it under control. I don't have to do any karma. This is called controlling. Ishwar alone is water, Ishwar alone is fire, Ishwar alone is everything. पता नहीं क्यों भागवत 10th canto आ रहे हैं बार भगवान. You know how Chiraharan happened. Gopis were taking bath in Kartik Mas. You heard the story. And they were chanting Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayoginadhishwari Nanda Gopasutam Devi Patimme Kurute Namah. Bole, O Katyayani, please let this child of Nand become my husband. Son of Nand, Nand Gop should become my husband. And they had taken out all the clothes, you know the story. And without any clothes on the body, they were taking bath together. Koi baat nahi. Bhagwan Krishna comes there. And he didn't come alone. He came with his whole lot of gwal bal, whole friends were there. Chalo bhai, aa gaya, koi baat nahi. He stole away all the clothes. He jumped and all the clothes which were kept on the bank, he took away. Then he started smiling. Now the gopis said, this Krishna you are, now they were up to the neck and it is January, you know, it is November, December. It's very, very cold in northern India. They were shivering. I don't know you have taken a bath like that. So much bath I have taken in the Ganges while shivering like this. In December, 4 o'clock. Chattering teeth is there. And what happened many times? You put the towel and you put your clothes. Somebody else took away. I came back, somebody else is taken and and nicely he is using his towel like this. And it was dark, he said, I did not see. It was morning, so 5 o'clock. Anyway, up, Bhagwan took away all the clothes. Dekho, these leelas are very vicharani and chintani. They are not that simple leelas. Never study Puran and understand. You can never understand. They are written in Samadhi Bhasha. They are very indicative languages used there, very difficult languages there of Puran. Vedanta is still easier sometimes. Because in Puran you need very big perspective to understand that. Therefore gurus are required. Bhagwan took away. They said, hey Krishna, give away the clothes. Otherwise I'll complain to Nand Baba. I said, go and complain, I'm standing here. Anyway, after this jokes happened, so gopis said, Krishna, what you want to say? He said, why you are not coming and taking the clothes? You come and take the clothes from me. Well, how can I come? I have no clothes on my body. Well, you are shy of me. He said, yes. Bhagwan saw everybody. He said, who is the water? Am I not the water? When you change your clothes, are you shy of yourself when you change your clothes? I am not the air. I am not the fire. How can you differentiate between me and the water, etc.? Na khalu gopika nandano bhavan akhil dehina mantaratmadrika vikhan sarthito vishwaguptaye sakhau devan satvatam kule. गोपिका गीत. हम अलग नहीं हैं. ये ध्यान देना, भगवान इज एवरीवेयर. ही एक्सप्रेसेस. Then they understood, then they came one by one and took away the clothes. And then Bhagavan says, na maya veshadadhyam kama upajayate bharjita bijavat. Whose mind is in me, they cannot have kam krodha, etc. So prakritim swam adhisthaya means anything he can make in prakriti. ध्यान देना इस बात को. Yesterday I told the shackles opened, the gate opened, and when Bhagwan Krishna came back, the gate closed also. Sorry, when Vasudevji came back, the gate closed also, the guards woke up also. ये सब शब्द है ना, I think we should go to it. Now I am going to the more serious topic. Sambhavami Atmayaya. And this is little Vedantic and typical. This is not understood properly. Let me try to clarify it. Can I go ahead? Don't worry. Achha, when you hear about Varaha avatar, you know how Varaha avatar, Brahmaji was sitting, he said, where is the place? Earth is drowned already. How shall I bring Bhagwan? How shall I bring Manushatrupa? How the srishti will be there? So, Varaha avatar came from the nostrils of Brahmaji. What is it called? Pig. Child of pig? Piglet. Small piglet came from Brahmaji's nostril. You don't try. So, and that, it started becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. ये Varaha हो गया. Srishti is not that easy to understand, and no topic is, I feel, very, very simple as we think it is. It needs lot of discussion and lot of grace of God to understand. Sambhavami Atmaya, let me clarify this point. At least I'd say I should complete 2 verses every day. I come and promise to myself. एक भी नहीं हो पा रहा. Let 2 verses. Okay. देखो, one is called Parmarthik Satta, other is called Vyavaharik Satta, third is called Pratibhasik Satta. You have heard these names. Parmarthik Satta, second is Vyavaharik Satta, and third is, bolo, what? Pratibhasik Satta. You say Parmarthik Satta, second one Vyavaharik Satta, third is Pratibhasik Satta. Can you translate? Absolute reality, empirical reality, and subjective reality. Let us give these names. Somehow to translate something. What is subject? What is absolute reality? Something which never changes in time and space, which is kalatit deshatit. Ajopi sanna, aja, which is no modification, no desh, no kal. Timeless is spaceless, objectless, modification-less, absolute reality, that is called Parmarthik Satta. Very good. Pure consciousness is there. There is no akar, there is no prakriti, there is no akriti, there is no vikriti. Prakar, akar, vikar, samskar, free. That is called Parmarthik Satta. Prakriti is not there. No maya, no chaya, no kaya, which is divided of maya, chaya and kaya. Causal body, subtle body is chaya and kaya is gross body. There is no maya, chaya, kaya. Or which does not have prakriti, second is akriti, vikriti and samskriti. All are fine. It is pure Brahman, pure consciousness. That is called Parmarthik Satta. Very good. Clear? No problem. Acha, ठीक है ना? Which has no change, no birth, no death. Which Brahman is Vedanta talks about. Fantastic. Second is called Vyavaharik Satta, called empirical reality. Empirical reality is the one, please get this point. Students of Vedanta are unclear sometimes after hearing Vedanta for 2-3 years, Vedanta course. 20 years people are not clear about this aspect. If you are not reading Vedanta, no problem. But reading Vedanta and not understanding, that is a problematic. What is empirical reality? Empirical is where you interact. I see you, you see me. Where drishta-drishya bhed is there. Where Panchamahabhoot srishti comes. Where cause and effect is there. I see this flower as blue, as yellow, you also see this flower as yellow. Yellow means yellow, le lo usko. Acha, you see this is a watch and I also see this is a watch. Empirical reality, number 1 point, which has cause and effect. Number 2 point, which is made out of 5 elements, subtle and grossified. Number 3 point, what I see, what you see, that is called empirical reality. There is a cause for this. There is a cause. What is the cause? Cause has been followed by mixing of certain element, then this watch was made. There is a way to make it. This book was made by a certain procedure. There was a tree. What is that tree called? What is the tree? What is the tree that make the pulp? Eucalyptus tree is there. A lot of other trees are also there. Ravinji will tell all this. I talk a lot. I say no, the tree. Trees are there, and they take up the logs of trees, come on the trucks in the mandis, etc. You must have seen. The logs are there. They have the farm. They have their own, and then the pulp is made. Then the machines are there. This is how the whole thing is there. You ask him in his factory. Hari Om. And then it is converted into paper. Paper ho gaya. And then fine paper is there as per the quality. There are different processes involved. Lot of big German machines are there. In the paper factories, I mean. And the paper is different. The writing paper. There is a process involved. ठीक है भाई. So there is a cause and effect. Yes, you can't say the paper came all of a sudden. Not possible. There is a process involved. Okay. So world has come. It was in Prakriti. Then Hiranyagarbha came. Then Virat came. Then these bodies came. Very good. Similarly, this body also has come through a process. Acha? Mother's and father's seed were in the body of the mother, and the body of the mother, the seed of the mother converted into, first the father is pregnant, and then the mother is. In father, the Jeeva comes first. You heard the story in Upanishads also, in Mundak also. Then that seed goes in the mother's womb, and then that both unite, and after that becomes a zygote. And slowly, the zygote becomes a fetus, and slowly it grows in the body, and when the stomach cannot take it, it throws out. It is called birth of a baby. Happy birthday. Badhai ho. Okay, congratulations. The process is involved. You see, the cause and effect are there. So this is Panchamahabhoot, 5 elemental. Very good. Don't forget, please. Please don't forget. When I say empirical reality, 3-4 points. Number 1, cause and effect. Cause is karma and effect is karmphal. Karma and karmphal. Okay. This body I got. Why I got a human body? Because of the karmphal. Okay. Why I got a parent? Because of a karmphal. Why I got the body of a dog? Because of the fruit of action. Why I became male? Because you sent email. Because of your action. Why I become a woman? Because you had very womanish kind of emotions. And therefore you needed a womanish body. Okay. No. You had a very feminine kind of emotions were there. Very soft emotions were there. Very soft voice, soft emotions, serving attitude. Okay, to get. So this is, I'm not saying bad, don't misinterpret me. And therefore you had a voice, and therefore you are so gentle, so delicate. So therefore you need a body. Why become a man? Because you had a man kind of emotion. How are you? Little, not very attached kind of person, a different kind of attitude was there, working outside. So another kind of, that needed a man body. Your subtle body searches a gross body. So this cause and effect relation is there in empirical. Point number one. Point number two, what I see that you see. When I see you as that person, everybody sees you in that person. Cause and effect is there, 5 element is there, what I see and you see are there. And ultimately, anything related to empirical reality will die away, will be modifying. Anything, it is not nitya, it is not shuddha, it is not buddha, it is not sundar for a long time. It is not eternal for a long time. And once it dies, you can't get it back. Any person dies, you can't get that back. Only my Dadaji died and he came in the dream. Dream is okay, we can tolerate him. But he would not come really. He will never come. I mean, a person may have pret sharir is there, ghost is possible. Ghost is possible. And ghost bodies, because it is made out of air, therefore that it disturb here and there. Chair will fall down. Anything can happen when the ghost body is there. Because it is vayu pradhan. Slowly this will make sound like this in the room. Or the spoon will fall here and there. Because they are moving through the air. Sometimes they may appear also in some form and disappear. Or the curtain will move. So anything can happen. But they will not be coming in the same form as grandfather used to be there. He will not come now. Thank God. Empirical reality. Third is called, what was third? I forgot. Pratibhasik Satta, called subjective reality. Subjective reality is, I see, something is there because I see. Dhyan dekho sunna. Dream. I'm sad, it is a subjective thing. Not everybody is seeing the same sadness as you see. I'm very angry. Angry is subjective matter. You are angry because you know your anger. The moment you won't see it, that anger won't be there. Well, I'm dreaming. You are dreaming because you are seeing the dream. Therefore, you are dreaming. If you are not seeing, you won't dream. You don't see my dream, anybody else can see. I'm going to sleep, you see my dream. No, you are seeing, therefore dream is there. हम थक गए, तुम हमारा सपना देख लेना. ऐसा नहीं होगा. In waking state, you can say, you can drop my son to the college, I am going to sleep. In dream, you can't say that. That I am going now. हमारी dream का बच्चा तुम देख लेना. चलें आगे. Now next point what I am going to say will give you a little jolt. Bhagwan's body is out of which 3 reality it belongs to. Does it belong to absolute reality? Does it belong to empirical reality? Does it belong to subjective reality? Is it Parmarthik Satta? It is Vyavaharik Satta, or he is Pratibhasik Satta, Ishwar's body, avatar body. Bolo bhai. Kaushki Chaitanya. What? Football you are taking, what? No, either, only 3 are there, but you are giving either. That is what I am asking. Well, either this is this, either this is not. Bhagwan's body is not Parmarthik Satta because it is having akar. Where prakar, akar, vikar, samskar, that is, so Bhagwan's body is not absolute reality, because it comes and goes. Or sun lo, Bhagwan's body is not empirical reality, because it is not cause and effect. Anything empirical is because of karma and karmphal. He is not coming because he has to exhaust his fruit of action today. It is not because of that. And anything which is empirical is made out of 5 elements, you heard. Anything 5 elemental is because of fruit of action. Your room you got because of the fruit of action. Your body was because of fruit of action. If fruit of action, Bhagwan become karta will become ignorant, then he won't be God. Then he doesn't know himself. The Bhagwan body is not made out of 5 elements. Oh. Oh. Acha, I didn't know that. Yes. It is not made out of Panchamahabhoot. As opposite to Jeeva's nature. Neither it grows in the womb like the mother and father. Because anything grows in the mother's womb, it is only 5 elemental. That zygote became a goat later on. That is not because of that. Pakado is baat ko. This is a subtle point. Bhagwan's body is Pratibhasik Satta. And therefore, Sambhavami Atmaya has been mentioned. Atma Rupaya Maya. That Maya which is of the nature of Atma. Swam and Atma both are strong words. Means, can you explain it more? Yes. Give me some time. A whole time you have taken already. Okay. Please note, Bhagwan may be there. Because I wanted, I saw. Other person will not see Bhagwan. This is Pratibhasik Satta. First is, it is not because of karma, phala and karma. Therefore, it is not 5 elemental. Second point is, I am seeing Bhagwan, but in same time, you are not seeing Bhagwan. Both are standing here. This is magical. This is the Maya. In ordinary person, there is a process involved. Karmphal, the gross element is there. You know, Hiranyagarbha to Virat, then this body comes. Bhagwan jumps from Maya state, body comes. There is no process in between of Prakriti, then Hiranyagarbha, then Virat, then I can see. He jumps the whole process. Oh. Acha? Interesting, but quite difficult to understand. Because you don't see something like that. Oh. Acha. So Bhagwan can stand and I can see, you cannot see. Yes. Bhagwan, it depends solely on Bhagwan whom he wants to reveal. If he doesn't want, other person won't see him. But your choice is not there, nobody could see, only I will see. My lover will see each other, others will not see me. You cannot, everybody will see you. Because you are elemental and mental and temperamental and sentimental. That is another case. I'm not so bad. So, Bhagwan's body. You heard the story of Govind. Then I told the story of Mohan and Govind in the Bal Vihar. You know, Govind was a friend of Mohan. Milk one. Very popular story. So he crossed the whole jungle and then he reaches school. That Mohan was very poor boy. So principal said, okay, I'm admitting you, but you can't give fees. So he was very poor. He had only a mother who had only the work of taking the woods and sell the wood. So she had no drink, nothing to give him. So one day in the school, there was a function. Everybody was asked to bring something. Somebody brought pudis, somebody brought vegetables, Then Mohan was very poor, so he had the torn clothes. So he also said, Master ji, what shall I bring? So he said, what will you bring? What can you have? Anything? So his face became very small. He said, I'll try. He said, okay, bring some milk. He went back. He asked his mother, Mummy, milk? He said, I never gave you milk, I'm so poor. But ask to your friend, your brother called Govind. And Govind was meeting him in the forest, if you remember that. And he met Govind and he said, and Govind was standing with the milk. This much milk was there. One small lotia. It is not lota, lotia. Small lot. He said, how will this much milk is enough? Well, this is enough. And when he went to the school, I'm repeating the story because I like a lot. You may like, I don't bother. And when everybody saw, they all laughed and scoffed on him. So teacher said, okay, put it in that particular bucket, your milk. He had a torn clothes, hairs was there, 5-year-old. So he started putting it. And then lo, that milk poured, didn't stop. 1 bucket over, 2 buckets over, 3rd bucket over, 5th bucket over, 10th bucket over. Whole village all full of milk. And this lota is not getting full. Then everybody offered namaskar. He said, who gave? He said, my friend Govind is there. He said, can you show me? He said, yes. So Mohan goes in the forest. And he said, Govind! And he cried. Bhagwan didn't come. After a few moments, he came. He said, Govind, see my principal, see my teacher. Say, Govind. He said, I can't see. He said, no, because they have bhed buddhi. They insulted you. Therefore, I can never come in front of them. This I wanted to tell. Not everybody could see Ramji. Not everybody could see Krishnaji. If paap is more, you won't see even if he is standing here. It is a subjective really. Pratibhasik Satta is there. His body is not made of 5 elements. Chidanand mein deh tumari, bigad bikar jan adhikari. His body is Chidanand mein. A special fragrance is there. There is nothing modifying, nothing comes out of his body. It is not a dirty body as we have. We have Ashuddha Sharir, he has Nitya Shuddha Sharir. His fragrance is there. Dazzling presence is there. His bright body is there. In darkness you can see. Beautiful body is there. Whether it is Hanumanji's body, or Ramji's body, or Krishnaji's body, or Narsimha Bhagwan is there. They are dazzling. Buddha, Nitya. We will die after that, we won't come back. Body is burnt. But Bhagwan can give darshan after every yuga. Every time you can get darshan today also. He can again come back. He can again manifest. Tulsidas ji got darshan of Bhagwan Ram. Mirabai got darshan of Bhagwan Krishna every day. Sur got darshan of Bhagwan Krishna. And many devotees get outside darshan they got. Same Krishna who was in Dwapar. Same Bhagwan who came as a son of as Devaki. Some are fond of Bal Bhagwan. He said, I want darshan of in this baby form. He said, okay, baby form, whatever you want. Some said, no, I want elder Bhagwan. Bansi dhara ka nahi hai. Okay, okay. Some say, I want to see when you were in the chariot, how you were. He said, okay, as you wish. It is Pratibhasik Satta. Please get to this point. Straight away Maya makes it present. Same who has no shape and no form with the Maya. It appears as if he is a body or he has a body. And the moment the work is over, he did not run away. He disappears. There only. Bhagwan did not go to Vaikunt by plane. बोले जा रहे हैं, कल तक पहुंचेंगे. By tomorrow morning I'll reach Vaikunt. Lights are not running because of COVID, therefore I have to wait along. ऐसा नहीं है वहाँ पे. उसी समय he went away. And therefore Tulsidaji says, Ramakyam Jagadishwaram Maya Manushyam Harim. Sundarkand. Sundarkand. He says Maya Manushyam. By Maya he has become, here Maya word means appearing something which is not there. He is not that body, but he appears as his wish. Okay. People will see him, people will talk to him. Well, 1 minute, can I touch Bhagwan's body? Of course you can touch. You can touch, you can embrace, you can talk, you can see, you can smell the fragrance of his body. But there is nothing modifying inside the body. Your son of Bhagwan Krishna are all mansik son. Mental. By sankalp. Sankalp srishti is there. Avatar body is different. Chidanandamaya deh tumhari. Bigad vikar. There is no vikar in their body. Like we have Panchamahabhoot, so modification is going on. Where ghatan is there, then vigatan is there. Because it is a composition, therefore decomposition will be there. Food is a composition, therefore it will decompose. These all bodies are composition of 5 elements, therefore there is osteoporosis. Bone decomposition is there. Then you go for bone density change. Everything is decomposing and composing. Bhagwan is not composed out of 5 elements. So it's not empirical reality. In empirical reality, cause and effect. 5 elements. What I see, what you will see. It is anitya, it is ashuddha, it is abuddha. Nothing in God. It is maya manushyam harim. Hambhavami atmaya. It is pure, it is shuddha, it is avikari, it is manifested. You can love that body, you can play with that body, you can dance, and when Bhagwan does not want, he will disappear. Disappear means unmanifest, not he goes anywhere. There is no movement in time and space. He is not a Jeeva. You can embrace that body, you can, Yashodaji tied that body, batao. Okay. And therefore when Bhagwan Krishna came and he showed his Virat form in the congregation of Kauravas, many, this Suryodhana said, tie him. He cannot be tied. And he is most beautiful. Avatar hai bhai. Because it is aradhya. Aradhya and upasya has to be beautiful. Otherwise, how can you focus your mind? In something beautiful only you can focus your mind. You can keep on seeing someone who is very good looking, who is very fragrant, who has great leelas. Therefore, that aradhya upasya sharir is there. Very beautiful. Adaram madhuram nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram gamitam madhuram. That is what is there. ये भगवान अलगी हैं. So don't use Bhagwan for yourself. बोले हम भी भगवान ना. We'll see more tomorrow. ओम हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. हे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।